Good morning, everyone. Today is Sunday, May 25th, and today is Group C guesstimate and the weeklies, of course. So what we do today is we do our best guess to see what we think Group C is going to pay. But before that, let's get some dates straightened out here. So Group C, believe it or not, this is going to be their second payment in 1 month. Their first payment was on May 2nd, and their second payment will be May 30th. So they will declare their distribution on May 28th, which should be the Wednesday. Ex-dividend date will be Thursday, May 29th. You'd have to buy the fund before ex-dividend date, the trading day before ex-dividend date, and hold it until at least ex-dividend date, I can't talk today, in order to qualify for the distribution that will be payable on May 30th. All right, hopefully that all makes sense. And again, we are live, so I will consider, bringing up any questions along the way. I just want to say good morning to everyone that is here, and thank you for joining. So let's get to it. All right, so Group C is led by, none other than Nefli, right? Nefli's at the top because they actually did launch before CONY. They launched on August 7th. CONY launched a week later, and then MSFO launched 10 days later. I don't know if you guys recall. At that time, it was pretty busy. They were launching left and right. And then next month, AMDY, and then a week later, PP, and then as far as Group C is concerned, well, it wasn't Group C then. It was just funds that pay the same day. But, for the most part, this is why, I cover them in this order, obviously, because it's based on launch date. Hui is a new one. They launched May 7th of this year. So, they're not going to pay. There's no way, because today, obviously, it's May 25th. So there's not going to be a payment for Hui. So they're just going to chill, hang out. And of course, their price is not updated either. It's not updated at all, actually. So it's useless, but whatever. We don't need Hui. We don't need Hui. All right. So what are we getting paid? All right. Let's get to it. So I do track for all of the Group C, for every covered call ETF now. I've been tracking all of their trades from, let's see if I have this right. Start deck. Yeah, I still have the wrong date here. I did deck date, but up here, I think I did start on the Monday because technically, per Jay and Scott from YieldMax or from Title, they stop paying or counting money towards the next distribution on the Friday, right? So the next payment cycle should begin on the following Monday. So I will start to capture that. So Group C, technically, on the markets closed this Monday, but Group C, the next cycle will start on Tuesday, if that makes sense. This is obviously, yes, it's picking up the start of the deck date, which I used to, and I never updated it because, again, I'll fix it the next go around. It doesn't matter. It's not that big a deal. It's a few days, but whatever. Okay, so anyway, this is basically tracking how much income was made during that cycle, all the way up until Friday, right? Whatever trades we had on Friday. If it's a negative amount, that shows as a credit, like an options income credit. And if you look, most of them, except Fiat and Hui, have credits, which is great. So I'm expecting a really, really good month. And then I had to manually plug this in because I don't know how to do it formulated, but whatever. These are the outstanding shares. And these are the outstanding shares per the website outside of CONY, because CONY I have pulled directly from the holdings, which to me, that's the most accurate data. But everything else is pulled directly from the website. And then obviously over here, this shows how much income that they have earned per share. And again, if it's a negative, that is a credit, which means it's income. It's green. Green is money. Money good. So, you know, some things to note here. CONY, CVNY, absolutely ridiculous. It's showing that they earned $8.53 per share. Nefli 301. I mean, these numbers are insane. All right, we got to get back to the spreadsheet and let's see what we guesstimated here. So Nefli, we just said, right? We have to cross-reference 301 per share. That's what they made. 301 per share. I mean, bank bro, right? Can you say bank bro? Let's see here. 30. So yeah, I give him $1, man. I give him $1. $1.02. When's the last time, you know, they had $1? Let's check it out. Well, about 4 cycles ago, 4 payments ago. And current price, let's see, it's $18.65. So I think $1 is honestly doable. Their last payment was 92 cents. But again, how much did they make? Let's go back. 301. So why not pay a third of that and pay $1.02, which would be a 71% yield. All right. All right. All right. So CONY, again, CONY heads. What did you do to your cone? I ordered a cone head. It didn't come in time. So you're not going to see my ugly mug today wearing the cone head. Next time for sure. But yeah, I'm not even kidding. All right. So CONY, how much did you make? Let's go back. CONY heads. You made $1.46. It's pretty good, right? Pretty good money. Nothing fantastic. Nothing crazy. Oh, by the way, here, gains per share. This simply just tracks the movement in price from the last ex-dividend date, how much it went up, how much it went down. So obviously, CONY went up $1.22. So what is CONY going to pay? I don't know. Let's see. I have 77 cents. Because why? Well, I think they're going to have over 100% yields. And I know a lot can change, you know, by this week, price up and down. The yield could change based on, you know, whatever the price of CONY is. But I just feel comfortable with 77 cents. Again, their last payment was 65, pretty generous for even that, right? But I think, you know, they did have a really good 4-week cycle. They did make $1.46 per share, at least what I'm showing. I'm assuming my data is right, but you never know. I have screwed up things before. So I'm comfortable saying my guesstimate. Again, this is just a random dude's guesstimate, right? You can wait until Wednesday when YieldMax declares the distribution to actually buy into the funds, because you'll have that whole day. So you don't even have to rely on this data. This is just for fun and entertainment, as you know. But anyway, for fun and entertainment, my CONY guesstimate is 77 cents, which is a 112% yield. All right, up next, your boy MSFO. Again, we're going to cross-reference how much they made. How much did they make? I mean, damn, they made $1.95. Oof, I probably lowballed them actually now that I'm seeing that. Let's see. Let's check it out. Yeah, man. Ooh, well, here. It's tough, man. So here's the thing. Their implied volatility is 20%. They strive to pay out basically that, 20% of, you know, their implied volatility. So, I mean, like if you look at CONY, they did really good. And I didn't even double them, right? Nefli, I more than doubled. So here, I more than doubled too. I don't want to really go any further, to be honest, because a 49% yield on a 20% IV is super generous as it is. So I got to stick with this. I got to stick with 67 cents. I'd love to give them more, but it's just not their thing. You know what I mean? 67 cents would be a 49% yield. They did go up in price by 87 cents though. So again, a very, very impressive month for MSFO. And I will go over recovery rates in a second because I know someone had a question on that. Someone on actually X. Hopefully they're watching now. All right. AMDY. Again, they've kind of been struggling, but they did make 85 cents per share, which is pretty damn good. They did go up 77 cents in price. And their current price, though, it's in the single digits. It's 7.57. Better than what it was, though, so that's good. Their last payment was 33 cents. So let's see what we gave this sucker. We gave this sucker an increase and we gave him 41 cents. That's a 70% yield. I'm not quite sure what their IV is because right now it's not loading. And if I hit refresh, it'll move my spot, so I'm not hitting refresh. But regardless, I'm comfortable with 41 cents, which is a 70% yield. That's very generous, I think, for AMDY. Up next is your boy PP. What do you think of PP, guys? PP, $1.31. They made $1.31 per share. Like I said, this freaking month or cycle, 4-week cycle, massive for everyone. Pretty much everyone except the inverse and Hui. So PP, I gave them 67 cents. That's an increase from last cycle. Last cycle, they paid 55 cents, which was even high then. I more than doubled their IV. Their IV is 32%, and I gave them a 66% yield. Again, it could be higher. Could they pay $1? Let's see. What would they make again? No, there's no way. No chance. That's what you got. All right, let's look at ABNY. Airbnb. Ew, right? Anyway, Airbnb, what are they doing? Did they make money? Let's see. Let's check it out. Yep, 29 cents. So that's not really gonna, help our decision here. They did go up in price by 41 cents. That's not going to help our decision either. So they should probably be a little. What did I give them? I gave them. I gave them way above their IV. Their IV is 34%. I gave them a 60. I'm just looking at the last two payments, 60 and 36. Yeah, I should probably lower it now that I'm looking at this, right? Because they made what again? It's 29 cents. Yeah, they're not going to pay 55. There's no freaking way. Maybe like 46. I think you'll be lucky with 46, honestly. ABNY. I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that's a pretty good number. Now this one's a tough one. This one shines. This is more important than freaking CONY heads, right? This is Carvani heads or whatever. CVNY. Got nothing. I got nothing. CVNY something. So let me drink my cold coffee. Oh, it's almost, yeah. Anyway, Carvani, CVNY, they made $8.53. And that's a lot of money. And I have no idea what to give them. The last payment was $268. One before that, $296. And the one before that is $391. I mean, what do? I mean, I got to give them over 100%. I can't give them 200%. So you see the yield here, it's 114%. So I gave them $410. That's a big payment. That's a really big payment. And that's about half of what they made. So again, this is not an easy one, not by any means. You see, they even went up, $7.89 in price. So obviously they got a lot of synthetic to cash out here. But how much will they pay during this cycle? They're going to pay whatever the hell they want, to be honest. I don't know, but that's my guess because I want to keep them. I want to give them 100% yield. Again, that's more than double their IV. So I think that's fair. And yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think in the chat? I can pull up your numbers if you guys have a guess for CVNY. But yeah. Happy birthday, LA. Happy birthday weekend. Today's actually my now he's 3-year-old. So Little Rod. Today's Little Rod's birthday. So we'll celebrate that after I get home from, of course, the baseball tournament. Anyway, so let's get to it. Hui. What is Hui going to pay? Well, let's see. Let's see. Drum roll. 0. Yeah, 0. You get 0. You get 0.00. So as a Hui holder, this cycle, you get 0. Congratulations. Anyway, Fiat is next. They did not make money. They lost about $1.21 per share. It's all right. Again, it's the inverse. The other one does good. The inverse does crappy. So what am I going to give the inverse? I don't even know. I give them that's 32 cents. That's a decrease from the last payment. That's a 78% yield, which is still above their IV because I always feel like they juice these suckers up a little bit. So I think that's pretty good right there. But anyway, I think I think that's it for the covered call ETFs. But real quick, before we get to the weeklies, I just want to show you recovery rate. I covered this in, well, Twitter, X, whatever. This, I haven't talked about this in a while, actually. But what is recovery rate? If you look here, we talked about how much the price has gone up per share from the last ex-dividend date, which was May 1st, all right? So what I do is I compare that, like, for example, Nestle, it went up 78 cents. What was their last payment? It was 92 cents. So they did not recover the full payment. So keep in mind, the fund dropped 92 cents on ex-dividend date, okay? I take the price at the open on ex-dividend date, and then I compare it to the price as of the last closing day, which is Friday. And I show they went up 78 cents. 78 cents is not greater than 92%, but it is 84% of it. So they did recover 84% of that distribution, if that makes sense. Now, CONY's another story. CONY went up $1.22. They only paid 65 cents on the last payment. So yeah, they almost doubled their recovery. They recovered 187%, which is massive, which is awesome. This is awesome. MSFO recovery rate 165%. AMDY 228%. Again, they had a really good time this 4-week cycle. PP 112%. ABNY 68% recovery rate, and by far the best for this cycle, CVNY 294% recovery rate. That's massive. HOY, obviously they did not make a payment yet, so no recovery rate there. And Fiat is in the crapper, so they're in the pink. You know, no recovery rate for them. So let's get down. Let's get down to weeklies. All right, so here we go. What do we got here? What do we got? Let's get the proper placement here. Yeah, so let's get that. So here we go. What the heck is YMAX paying? I don't know. I really don't know. These are tough. These are always tough. YMAX, yeah, because we track 4 payments under each column for these, because again, they pay weekly, and each one above is for every 4 weeks. So that's why we have 4 payments. But this is just the one payment from last cycle. So you can see YMAX paid 18 cents last time. Now, what is YMAX paying this time? I have no idea. I have no idea. No LA, no HOY this month. They launched too late. Definitely not happening. What? Well, if they do that, because look at they launched what? No, May 7th. I don't think, yeah, May 7th. So how, if they have a payment, it's not going to be anything pretty. They didn't even do well this month. So, all right, anyway, YMAX, I'm going to go up to Group B and try to calculate a payment here. Again, I don't even remember what the hell. I got this little formula going here. It's, man, it's juiced up. 24 cents and 33 cents. This seems extremely high. Divided by 13. Let's see, is it picking up? It's picking up marrow. Yeah, it is. All right. Yeah. Again, I'll have to double check. I haven't double checked these formulas in a while. But is it picking up Carvani? Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, anyway, it's showing 24 cents for YMAX and YMAG 33 cents. That's not happening. So let's get down. Let's see what I did here. All right, let's just unhide this sucker. All right, so I did a 80% multiplier for YMAX, and I gave them a penny raise from the last one. I gave them 19 cents. That is a 74% yield. So that's pretty damn good. Probably too much, too good, right? What did YMAG pay, or what will YMAG pay? I gave them a decrease from the prior one. Again, the prior one was kind of inflated, so I gave them a 70% multiplier, 23 cents. So that's a 78% yield. That's still pretty damn good. So I don't know. Up next is LFGY, Crypto Party here. All right, so LFGY, what do they own? They own BitDeer, as usual, CleanSpark, Coinbase, Core Scientific, GameStop, sucker. Did they add Bitcoin to their balance sheet yet? I don't even know. Does anyone know? All right, Robinhood, you robbing the hood, MicroStrategy, blah, blah, blah. All right. Anyway, who cares what they hold? What is their average IV? Their average IV is 69%. So if you take that, you multiply that by the price of LFGY, and you divide it by 52 weeks, you get 53 cents. Is that what they're going to pay? Let's see what I put. That is what I put. Well, it comes to like 0.5272, which is an increase from the prior payment. So that is a 69% yield. And yeah, that's, I don't know, that's the one, right? And what do we see? I have this thing here. This is picking up what? B8. The last X date is five. It would be like 5/22 is the last X date. For BC 14. If we care about this crap, BC 14. All right, so did this update? A 49. Yeah. This is picking out. I just want to pick 40 today. No, this should not be today. This is today. What the hell? Ay. See. Yeah, that's picking up. I don't know. Oh, today -7. So, it does work. Okay. Today -7. All right. So these numbers are accurate to the right here. I just don't use them. But anyway, whatever. Sorry about that. All right. So what do we got here? Anything in the chat? Everhold got out of all the weeklies except for L to the F to the G to the Y. No love for the weeklies. All right, so let's keep going. GPTY. What do they hold? Oh yeah, this coffee's gross. All right, Apple, C3, Broadcom. You know, they're classing it up here, holding the blue chippers, right? Alphabet, IBM. Okay. Show offs here. Oh, they got Palantir. You know, some may say that's a degenerate play themselves, right? Is this formula? Yeah, I don't know why these IVs don't pick up, but whatever. Average IV approximately is 50.68%. So the payment based on that is 42 cents. Is that what I gave them? It doesn't look like it. I gave them a multiplier of 80%. Why? Because I looked at the last payment, it was 29 cents. I don't want to get too high. So 33 cents is a 40% guesstimate yield. All right. SDTY, again, these suck. These don't suck, but my guess sucks on these. So I'm just going to put them all together. SDTY, I'll give them 27 cents in line with the last payment. QDTY 31 cents, RDTY 36 cents. So yeah, again, those are tough. Those are really tough. Those are 0 DTE. They trade every single day. I don't follow them, so I can't really give them a good guesstimate. I don't know who else. Someone should cover them, honestly. If anyone wants to start YouTube, like I said. Silver says he was extremely disappointed in GDXY last week, but you were very close. Yeah, we'll have to check out that. I don't know. Did they lowball us? What do you think? Anyway, so Ulti, what do they hold? AI, okay. Coin, yeah. Him and her, okay. Well, Robinhood, yeah. Nvidia, Palantir, Reddit. Love Reddit, right? Reddit, what's Reddit's IV? 71%? Yeah. Rigetti Computing, 120. That's a degen play if I've ever seen one. TNA, why is not? I hate this freaking crap. Sometimes it just doesn't update. Triple leverage indexes. I love that. I just don't know, like, why is UPro not in here? You know, they got the Russell. I guess because it's not volatile enough. TNA and TQQQ, you know, they're 60, 70%. But UPRO, what is it, like 50 maybe? I don't know. But still, I think it should be in there. Nice little balance. The average IV for Ulti is 77%. Payment based on that is 9 cents. Is that what I gave them? Probably. Easy way out. Yep. 9 cents. Last payment, 9 cents. Current guesstimate, 9 cents. 77% yield. So that seems about right. All right. Up next, your boy Chippity Doo Da, Chippity Day. Chippa, chippa, chippa. What a wonderful day. La. All right. What they holding? Bunch of chippity doodas. You know, who the hell knows? You know, we don't know all these companies. We don't know the chip. We know some of them, but who cares? Anyway, let's go to the IV. That's what we care about. 44% IV. That would make a 43-cent payment for the week. They paid 39 cents last time around, so I'm not going to give them a multiplier. I'm going to see. Maybe they'll increase it by 3 cents. Maybe. That's a 44% yield. Okay. That's the update. Those are the guesses. Oh, yeah. I got to go check GDXY for silver. All right. Silver. Let's see. What the heck did GDXY pay? They paid 37 cents. We had 43. Yeah. I don't know. Is that? Oh, yeah. That was a huge cut. That's why. All right. I see why you're pissed off. Yeah. I mean, it fluctuates. What can you do? But yeah. All right. So those are the guesstimates. I did recovery rate for group C. I want to do recovery rate for group D now. So let's go down to group D because they're coming up next week. Let's see how they're recovering from their last payment. Again, let's try to get the last payment in and the recovery rate. It's not easy. Ah, there you go. I did it. All right. So if we look at Aptly, their last payment, 65 cents. Oh boy. Nope. No recovery rate. No recovery rate. It's tough to say. Say recovery rate like 50 times. All right. Anyway, AMDY, they recovered about half, 59%. DISO recovered 41%. XYZY has recovered more than double, 219% recovery rate for them. AIYY in the negative. Misty, unfortunately, in the negative. SMCY, they have recovered 151%. So they are doing well. All right, so that's good. YQQQ, again, inverse ones, 130, negative 130%. And then winter, another inverse. You know, you don't want to see Misty and winter negative. That's a tough one to swallow, but yeah. And then we can, of course, go to group A. They've recently declared, right? So do we care about the recovery rates? Not really, but let's just check it out. Who recovered so far? Snowy has recovered its full amount. And if we go to group B, who just declared last week, is anyone doing good? Well, there you go. Silver GDXY recovered about a little more than half of theirs. So that's the update there. Also on group B, how's the house money situation looking? Well, NVIDIA, you know, they're getting closer to 200%. They are at 155% house money. Phoebe, 76% house money. Murney, 54%. And then Plady is 69%. So that's for them. And then group C, which is coming up. Is anyone approaching the 100% mark? Nefli's getting there. They're at 74%. They're not going to hit it this time. No way. CONY's at 141%. AMDY, 71%. PP, 61%. Even Fiat is at 50%. Wow. So Misty, though, they're at 181. They have a chance to hit 200. They're going to hit 200 first, for sure. And then, yeah, I don't know. Did we talk about Platies? Let's go to Plady. Plady's got to be getting there. Yeah, Platy's at 69%. So, yeah, man, good stuff. I'm going to, if you guys have any questions in the chat, let me know. But in the meantime, I'm going to pull up the underlying prices just to see. Is there any, oh my, no, I got to refresh. Let's refresh this. Of course, it's all screwed up now. All right. Yeah, Google Sheets, man. Sometimes it's just not behaving. And right now it's just not behaving. But yeah, I'm gonna go through the chat real quick. See if you guys have any questions. Yeah, it's just chitter chatter. Nothing. It looks like a slow day. We got 272 people here. So again, I go live once a week. If you guys have questions, suggestions for future videos, future interviews, future whatever, let me know. I'll pull them up and we'll go from there. Let's see. Yes, Trevor, it's going to be a good week, I think, for Group C for sure. I'll recap what those payments are in a second, but let's see. 52-week high wise. Let's see who's. Oh, there you go. You see that? It worked. All right. Again, what I do is if people ask me when is a good time to buy these funds, I say, who the hell knows? That's my first answer. And then my second answer is, go ask a chart person for the underlying. Read the chart on the underlying. And then my next answer is it near a 52-week high? Is it near a 52-week low? Do we think it's a bargain basement deal? Who the hell knows, right? So since I'm able to kind of automate this, I basically take the underlying. For example, Tesla is at 339.34. Their 52-week low is $167. Their 52-week high is 488. What are they closer to? They're closer to their high, okay? So that's why I do this formula. And it shows also the percentage, how far away they are from their low, all right? So they're just above their midway point. They're 53% above their low. If it's above 50%, this will reflect high, right? If it's lower, it'll reflect low. So who's closer to the low? GUI is, but only by 40%. Zomo is by 18%. So of the group A's, to me, Zomo, I don't know. Maybe that's the deal. Who the hell knows, man? Who the hell knows? But that's kind of. I thought Murney was at a low. Yeah, man. That's why Murney is just a beast of its own, man. They're just low, and lower and lower. They just keep going down, man. It's unfortunate, but it's rough. It's rough. And yeah, here it is. See, 2% away from the would you look at their 52-week high? They were at 170 at one point. And now what are they at? 26. I mean, again, I can't justify, why would anyone, outside of just a pure speculation gamble, why bother? I don't know. What the hell do I know, though? Anyway, Marrow, they're 24% away from their low. Again, crypto play, crypto people out there. What do you think? Let me know. Brandon E, they say the best time to buy Bitcoin was in 2009. The second best time to buy is right now. Yes, it always is. The best time to buy Bitcoin is when you can, right? I'm at the point where, stop saying it's too late. You know what I mean? Just try to understand it, believe in it, and then go from there. I'm buying it every day. I buy $5 a day. I buy $5 Bitcoin, $5 MSTR, $5 Misty, $5 GameStop. Yes, GameStop. Because I don't know. They said they're going to add Bitcoin in the balance sheet. I'd love to see how that works out with the shorts. I want to be a part of that if it happens. Anyway, what else we got here? Oh yeah, and $5 MSTX. So, Jason, what do you got? I would like to see Hoy covered when there's data. Yeah, unfortunately there's. Yeah, you mean on the dailies? Because that's not happening. I don't know if that's what you mean, but because if you want Hoy, someone's got to go. But check it out. Says Brandon, BTC is at its high. Buy low, sell high. Yeah, but you could wait around. That's why I just buy every day, because who the hell knows? Yeah, it's at a high, but maybe it'll stay at a high. Just kind of like how Murney stays at its low. Maybe Bitcoin's going to be at its high for a while, right? And then its new low will be, not as low as we thought it would be. But anyway, let's move on. So what do we got here on Group C? Suckers. This is the one we're declaring. AMDY. I'm not going to mess with that one either. They're AMD is just struggling. So we'll skip that one. PP, again, PayPal, everyone uses it, right? How they doing as a company, who the hell knows? But they're 37% away from their low. Airbnb, I'm not a fan of that one either, but I don't know. You guys be the judge. I'm just giving you some data here to play around with. All right, last but not least, Group D. Oh, damn, Apple, 28% away from their low. Obviously, that's one I can get around because it's freaking Apple. Let's see. And by the way, what is Apple? If we look at Apple, you think about it, they're 52-week low, $11, 52-week high, 19. They're at 1264. Yeah, so they're kind of struggling. Amazon, no deal there. XYZY, XY, yeah, they're at the low. AI is always at the low, it seems, too. And then SMCY for SMCI, of course, they're always at the low. Yeah, rough times, man. Rough times. What else? What else we got here? All right. That's it. I mean, that's it. Let's go to the indexes, actually. I got the indexes down here. Do I show the indexes? So, yeah, just to see like the S&P. What am I using for the, I got, yeah, .INX. All right. S&P, they are more, closer to the high. The NASDAQ closer to the high, but the Russell is closer to the low. So of the three, I guess the Russell is the deal for them. So RDTY could be a better deal than the other ones. But again, who the hell knows? 50, let's see their current prices. They're around $42. They went as low as 36, 38, 39, and now they're at the low 40s. So that's a good recovery for them. So that's pretty good for these. Again, these are 0 DTEs. We don't cover them a lot because, well, we don't have time. So it's yeah, it's tough. There's too many funds to cover. So anyway, that's the update on pretty much everything. I'm going to go to the comments, do a recap, and we're probably going to call it a day unless you guys have something else, any other questions for me before I go. Question, any trouble with the decay? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there is. They say that's not a good buy and hold because, how, I guess it rebalances. I don't know if it's daily or whatnot. So it's more of a trade play. It should be a trade play. I've been kind of just buying it and buying it and buying it. Will I sell it? I don't know. At the top, maybe. But yeah, these leverage plays are better, definitely better suited for quick trades, quick options plays, quick day trades, quick swing trades, something like that versus a buy and hold. Although I have talking to people who, for example, got rich on holding UPRO and TQQQ over a span of years, so there's good and there's bad, right? When it's bad, it's really bad. So let's see. Thank you for the question, TNA. Anyone else have a question? Michael Saylor tweets all the time that he's buying at the highs. Doesn't matter the price, just accumulate. Yeah, that's kind of the mentality I have now. Just buy it. Just freaking buy it. Rod, are you going to cover MST? I mean, I do on a daily freaking basis, right? At least I cover their holdings. Do you watch the daily video, Silver? UPRO outperformed VU over a long arch. Yeah, I believe it. Why did MSTR go down when Bitcoin was going up? Why does everyone keep asking this? Oh my goodness. So when? What? You got to be specific to the day. Because Friday, I think Friday people are saying that Bitcoin didn't really go up. But the Thursday, I may have my days wrong, but I believe Thursday Bitcoin went up, but MSTR had this big lawsuit thing. So that's why it didn't go up on that day, which is unfortunate. But, again, that was just the one day. I think people keep saying it, though. So I'm not sure why. Maybe because of the Thursday. I bought some UPRO with the hope that it would be higher in a year. Hopefully, right? Let's see. Liz channel questions. Shout out to Psychic Liz, of course. Appreciate your support. What are your thoughts on MSTW? I don't have thoughts on them because I've never really looked into them, to be honest. I assume that's the Round Hill version. Is that even out? Is that out yet? Is that the Round Hill version? I don't know, but yeah, let me know. Let me see. Actually, let's see. Pull this up. MSTW ETF. All right, so this is Round Hill. This is their weekly ETFs. I just see PLT. I know there's a PLTW. What is MSTW? Is that like in the future? Chris doesn't have a question. Thanks for the information. You're very welcome. MSTR had a lot of short. Yeah, due to the lawsuit. Yep. Yep. All right. So Trump got bored and tanked the market. Yeah, it's amazing what a tweet can do, right? All right, let's keep going here. Round Hill, yes. I'm not showing that is available yet. TNA. And Brandon just confirmed that. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought I would have heard about that. Plus, I'll add that to my my daily videos, at least as a tracker. Yeah, this week promises a lot of things. Yes. Ever held? Question mark. New weekly Round Hill batch coming May 27th and 28th. See, these people know way more than I do anyway. So just ask in the chat. Yeah, well, you know how it is, Silver. All right. Love this. Love what? What do you love, Don? Do you love Misty? Do you love Round Hill? Do you love YieldMax? Do you love it all? Do you love the Retire on Dividends live stream right now? Are you having a blast? Anyway, I see 272 people live. If you guys, the chat, yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get to the recap here, and then I'll cover some chat, and then we'll call it a day. How's that sound? All right. So again, Group C is declaring when? Wednesday, right? Wednesday morning. You wake up 6:55 during my premiere. YieldMax will send you an email or whatever, and they'll say, this is what we're paying. But until then, what we can do is say, we think they're paying this. And that's kind of what I'm doing because it's fun, right? Anyway, I got Nefli at $1.02, 71% yield. CONY, 77 cents, 112% yield. MSFO, 67 cents, 49% yield. AMDY, 41 cents, 70% yield. PP, 67 cents, 66% yield. ABNY, 46 cents, 50% yield. CVNY, 410, 114% yield. Fiat, 32 cents, 78% yield. Is that good? Yeah, it's good. It's actually really good. It's going to be a good week, I think. But what the hell do I know? Anyway, YMAX, 19 cents, 74% yield. YMAG, 23 cents, 78% yield. LFGY, 51 cents, 67% yield. GPTY, 32 cents, 39% yield. SDTY, 27 cents, 33% yield. QDTY, 31 cents, 39% yield. RDTY, 36 cents, 43% yield. Ulti, 8 cents, 76% yield. And Chippity Doodah, Chippity Day, 44 cents with a 45% yield. All right. Covering the questions, and then we'll have to call it a day. LA is loving life. Yeah, man. Guys, go check out LA Appliance Guy. He fixes anything. Watch him. He fixes freaking washers on his, while he sleeps. Go check out his channel. We're going to get him 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I think that's a doable goal, right, LA? I have held Misty since IPO. That's freaking amazing, Silver. You are a happy man then. You probably are a happy man. I hope you bought a big boatload of it then too. MSTO W. Yeah, we'll have to talk about it when it comes out. All right. What do we got? Yes, this week, most likely. Yeah, so Round Hill, I guess they pay freaking weekly, man, on all of theirs. That's crazy. So Fred Tross, new name. I don't remember seeing this name, but welcome. Are you laughing at the 10K goal? Anyway. Yeah, you're getting close. But yeah, we have I think we're done. What do you guys think? I think that's done. You know, what are we in? We're about 46 minutes in. Not bad, not bad. Next week is the big one, right? Group D. What are they paying? You want a sneak peek? Sure, let's do it. Let's do a sneak peek. Let's scroll down to Group D. Who made money? Who made money? Again, I don't have the poll from the Monday. I should probably update it, to be honest. But whatever. AIYY made money. Disso made money. Misty made money. SMCY made money. And YQQQ made money. I don't have the outstanding shares, so you're not getting the income per share. I am sorry. So sorry. All right. Anyway, I think that's it. Again, I'm going to check back into the chat, and then we're going to have to call it. All right. Looking forward to DraftKings and cost. Is Round Hill going to do Costco? That would be freaking amazing. Happy Memorial Day, man. Hope everyone's off Monday. But 600 shares. Oh, that's a lot, man. That's awesome. Damn. So you were the definition of making bank, bro. All right. Kevin's going to check out LA Appliance. There you go. Good job, Kevin. All right. Did you hit CONY already? Did you do to your cone? Yes, we did. And we had our cone heads, and we got together, and we took over the universe. But yes, we did. I'm sorry. You have to go back. I don't want to keep going back. All right. I've been lurking on your videos since October. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for lurking, Lines, then. Keep lurking. All right. Does the Misty Fund Manager buy Misty shares with the synthetic profits? Does what? No. I mean, you talking about in the fund? No. Obviously, anything they make on the synthetic, that would go to, well, when they cash it out, obviously, that's income, right? That would go to cash. And then, that cash would eventually, most of it would go to treasuries, and some has to sit in cash because of some of the clearinghouse people. You see they have like 40 to 50% held in cash. But no, they don't buy Misty within the Misty fund. Could you imagine? All right, what else we got here? Mohammed Salim, thanks for everything you've done. Incredible work. So please carry on. I have watched your videos and bought 1,000 shares. Damn, 1,000. Nice. It's going to be a nice payment. Yes, Tina, thank you. I think happy birthday, Little Rod. Going to be the key word. Has to be, right? Got to show him some love. I think he just woke up. I think I just heard him. So got to say happy birthday to him. Yeah, keep lurking. There we go. Yep. Probably dropping $5 on CONY this week. You mean, 5K. Yeah, man. Coneheads. Oh, is that it? Coneheads were from Remoulade. Yeah, I got to watch the freaking video again, man. All right. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, come back tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, Monday, the market's closed. There is no Monday recap. It'll be a Tuesday recap. But tomorrow, I'm going to focus and spend more time on options. I don't know if it'll be a live stream. Maybe a live stream. I could do Q&A if you guys have questions on options. But I'll do a well overdue individual video of options trading. And cover how I did for the week, and cover my strategies, and cover my goal, and then go from there. But yeah, so there will be a video for tomorrow for sure. All right, if you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. It goes a long way. I know it's hard to hit that button, but if you enjoy it, you might as well hit it. You're already there, right? Then it tells YouTube that, okay, this schmuck has a decent channel. Maybe we should tell other people. And that's kind of how my channel grows, I think, right? That's what they say. What do I know, though? I don't know. What else? What else? That's pretty much it. I got to get ready for a baseball tournament, Memorial Day tournament. Hopefully, it's our first one. Again, first year the team's together. Hopefully we do well. We'll see how it goes. And also, obviously, as mentioned, today's Little Rod's birthday. So that being said, if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you gotta say the keyword. Maybe should I have Little Rod come say something? Hold on. Let me see if he's awake. Logan awake? Yeah. I want to have him say something on the YouTube real quick. Yeah, Logan. Come on, Logan. All right, he's coming. Come here.
Go to the back.
All right, in a second. You have to tell the computer how old you are. Tell him. Wait, say it louder.
Louder.
All right, tell them how old you are. Loud.
Wow.
No, tell them how old you are.
Wow.
No, how old are you? 3. That's it. All right, that's all we got for today. So that being said, keyword today is either 3 or happy birthday, Little Rod. All right, gotta go. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace.